You better shine, you better shine, you better shine. Good morning, guys. Sorry, that Rock-a-Doodle-Doo song came on. Man, I used to love watching that as a kid. I'd sing it all day. You better shine, sun to shine. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I had a download on a different topic than what I left on yesterday. I'll put a part 2 on that. Want to feel the inspiration? Now, I wanted to talk more about the pineal gland, the third eye, and how picky it is, how sensitive it can be. I had said in a earlier message how there's a certain ebb and flow to our progress on this path. Sometimes it feels like you make 2 steps forward and then 1 step back, or vice versa. And that's natural. There's a lot of factors that come into play when it comes to your third eye. Your mood plays a big part in how much you'll receive, right? When you're meditating, tapping in, trying to see into the astral. I already explained how, you have to clear your mind. So mood, right, is a big part of that. Not only mood, but what you eat. What you've been eating all day beforehand, or the day before, depending on how far you're trying to look in, plays a big factor. I've noticed that if I eat really greasy food, something that's probably not good for you. I love pizza. It'll affect it. Sure will. Oh, yeah. Fasting helps. I try to practice intermittent fasting. I'm not a very big person. Sometimes I feel like what I have to try to do is to keep, keep it on, the weight. I don't mean that in a bragging way. It's just, something I got to deal with. But nevertheless, fasting is a very good part of anybody's diet. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's good for your spirit. We don't need to eat constantly, 24/7. We don't need to graze like cattle. We're not cattle. We're people. I think the Israelites went, 40 days? Something like that in the desert without any food? So if they can do it. Fasting will help, right? It'll help activate it, make it more sensitive. Okay? There's a reason that even in some of those rituals that I've shared, I've got copies of it on my page, you can see, it'll say in there for the operator to fast. When I had to go in for certain channeled messages, I had to be in a fasted state. I was only allowed to eat celery or apples. Nothing else. No meat. Sometimes more than a week at a time. Can you imagine that? Being a little kid, not even knowing why you're only allowed to eat celery for that long? Let's see. What else? Alcohol. Okay? People, especially here in America, everyone likes to have beer with their dinner, right? Not if you're trying to have psychic vision, you don't. It clouds the vision. Any mind-altering substance will cloud the vision. Any. That's even your prescription medicine. Because what does medicine really do? Does it actually heal you? No, it just messes with the chemicals in your brain, making you feel better. Because we think, therefore we am. Oh, what else? Here's a big one. They don't talk about it much. Karma. Your karma. If you develop and you accrue a bunch of bad karma, karmic debt from being a bad person, it'll mess with your third eye. God will take it away. Like that. That's why I urge and tell people, don't practice dark magic. Every time you do a ritual, you accrue some dark or some karmic debt. Every single one you do comes with a price. Because most dark magic involves taking spirit, some kind of essence from somebody else. So who are you to think that you could do that and not have some kind of consequence to it? When you could operate in the light. And when you operate in the light, you don't accrue any bad karma. In fact, you get the good karma for aligning with God. Yeah, it's going to take a lot more work, and your progress is going to be slow. But who run the race? The turtle or the hare? In the end, God's will always pans out perfectly. So I hope this was a good message. Didn't want this one to be too long. Sometimes I get them while I'm talking. I'm just like, oh man, I got another. Let's go into this topic. But I think that about covers it. Sun to shine. Well, my daddy taught me how to sing. So it's something da-da-da-da-da. Sun to shine, you better shine. Have a good day, guys.